welcome you to Truist Point Stadium in High Point, North Carolina. It's a Tar Heel State showdown in the Eastern Conference in MLS Next Pro, featuring Crown Legacy FC and Carolina Core. Josh Appel with you, welcoming you to North Carolina for tonight's game. The first place team in the Eastern Conference taking on Carolina, who is trying to turn its season around in the second matchup this season between these two sides. The first one, a 2-2 score that went to PKs. Carolina Core earned the extra point in that one. Crown Legacy, though, coming off of an impressive 1-0 clean sheet win over Philadelphia last time out. It's game one of a three-game road trip that Crown Legacy kicks off here tonight. Let's take a look now at our starting 11s for both sides. First, for interim head coach Jake Davis in this 4-3-3 for Carolina Core. Pineda, Tanovic, Diaz up top, Montenegro, Rambo, and Zagers in the midfield with Czech, the captain Evers, paired up with Orbaugh, the center backs. Martinez in front of Nick Holiday, the Charlotte FC. Loney gets the start in goal for Carolina. And for the first place team in the Eastern Conference, led by first-year head coach Kevin Sawchek, Crown Legacy enters 8-1-4 this season, leading the league in goal scoring. Berchimas, Iobi, Uchegbu up top. John, the Charlotte native, Koulibaly, Mendoza in the midfield. Ojogo, Johnson, the captain, White Holt, and Smith on the back line in front of the Serbian Lazar Kalakanen in goal. He's coming off of his first clean sheet with Crown Legacy last time out. Crown Legacy in the white, Carolina Core in the orange. Our referee this evening is Danielle Chesky. Jake Davis at the helm as the interim head coach. This is his third match since taking over for Donovan Ricketts. There was an overhaul of the coaching and soccer staff here in Carolina after a slow start to the season. They enter play tonight at 1-7-5. Their only win this season did come at home. They've given some of the best teams in the league a run for their money, that's for sure. Most recently in the first game that Carolina played under Jake Davis, a 1-1 draw against New York Red Bulls to close out the month of May. It's a busy June for Carolina, the first of 5 matches this month. 2 at home, 3 on the road. As we get underway here from Truist Point Stadium. Carolina controls. They're coming off of a 3-2 defeat last time out at Orlando City. Hoping to bounce back tonight. Crown Legacy, first place team of the Eastern Conference, sitting at 30 points. Back in the win column after losing in a PK shootout to close out May against New England. They went home, took a 1-0 win over Philadelphia Union, scored in the 6th minute. On the goal by Richmond, who isn't in the lineup tonight and is not available for selection. This is Adrian Mendoza leading it forward, looking for Iovi. Iovi goes down, and the whistle blows from Danielle Chesky. Looks like it'll be a free kick for Crown Legacy coming. Highest scoring team in the league, Crown Legacy. Best goal differential in the Eastern Conference, plus 21. That's tied for best in all of MLS Next Pro with Houston Dynamo 2. Dynamo Dos, they're 9-1-2 this season with 31 points. Of course, one shy or one above Crown Legacy for the top spot in all of MLS Next Pro. Fasha Berchimas, who has been excellent this season, stands over this free kick with Aaron John. John delivers in. The curling ball towards goal. The header slapped away by Holiday. At the last moment, that one had reservations for Twine. Instead, it is the first corner kick of the match for Crown Legacy, and they are going to pepper Carolina Core all match long. This is an excellent delivery in from John. I believe that might have gone off of Zagers towards goal. Jamie Smith, playing in his second match for Crown Legacy, was battling aerially for that. This will be an out swinging corner kick. Sent in. Bouncing around, cleared away by Evers, the captain for Carolina Core. Good start for Crown Legacy, not surprising. The most lethal attack in MLS Next Pro. On the front foot in the first few minutes. Scored in the 6th minute and held on the rest of the way against Union 2 last time out. Berchimas loses that battle to Diaz. Tadevin. Taken away by Odrago. Wyatt Holt will reset it for Lazar Calacanon, who's on loan through the end of this month. It's his 5th start of the season. 18 saves, 6 goals allowed, and the clean sheet last week. 1.55 goals against average for Calacanon, the 21-year-old Serbian. Long ball. Cleared away. Shagbu had that stolen from him. That's one right back, but a foul given by Danielle Chesky. Again, the first of a 3-match road trip for Crown. Win against Philadelphia last time out helped Crown Legacy remain unbeaten at home. It was their first clean sheet since April. Smith tracks this down. A beautiful night in High Point, North Carolina. Holiday, he got cut off by Nelson Martinez. Dangerous there. Might have been lacking some communication, but Carolina Core survived that. Orball moves it along. Tried to lead for Pineda. Couldn't find him. And now it's Aaron John with the long ball for Berchimas. Berchimas tracks it down, but a heavy touch. And Martinez able to recover and play for Holiday. And this is such a potent scoring attack for Crown Legacy. Mbong is out today. Time for the team lead in goals with Aloko. Both those players unavailable tonight. Mbong battling a foot injury, nothing too serious there. But between Mbong, Aloko, and Berchimas, they've combined for 23 goals. 8 for Mbong, Aloko has 8, Berchimas 7. 11 unique goal scorers this season for Crown Legacy. It has been wildly impressive what they've been able to put together in the first season under Kevin Sawchek, a UAB alum. Tight quarters moved along to Rambo. Throw-in coming for Carolina. Koulibaly for John, slides it ahead. Chagbu trying to track it down. Watched by Evers. Chagbu with Montenegro over to help Evers. Finds space for John. John sends it into the area. Berchimas. Check that. That was Mendoza who put it on target. And Holiday able to handle. Foul here, a hard one. Zagers. Calacanon. Building from the back with Holt. Race forward is on. Well played by Orbaugh with a Chagbu breathing down his neck. It's an exciting time for the beautiful game. Of course, the United States men's national team with an impressive opening to the World Cup last night, a 4-1 win over Paraguay. Balogun with a brace. Hope restored for the United States men's national team. Get to more on that in a moment as Berchimas centers. Diaz away with it for Carolina. That's out for a Crown Legacy throw. So at this summer's FIFA World Cup, 105 players at the tournament will have spent time with an MLS club. 44 have gone through player development in the MLS player pathway. And of those 44 players, 19 spent time at MLS Next Pro. And of course, if you want more on those players, all 19 of them, you can get a closer look at this historic group on MLSNextPro.com. It's a cliche, but the proof is in the pudding what this league has grown into. What they've been able to do across organizations and developing players, not just for MLS and the first team, as this is fanned on by Uchegbu, but national team prowess around the world as well.
We have some birthdays in the building. Let's wish them a happy birthday. Thanks for celebrating with the pool.
Pineda has it taken off his foot. And last touch was by Carolina, so it's a Crown Legacy throw. Another unique starting 11 tonight for Sawchek and Crown Legacy. They have not had a repeat starting 11 all season long. And yet
We would
they've
also
played with the
like to thank
consistency.
these special groups for joining us for today's match. Thank you for supporting the core. Vamos, Foxes.
Mendoza working on Evers and earns the corner. It's the second trip to Carolina Core this season for Crown Legacy. Again, that was a 2-2 draw. And ended with Carolina taking the extra point in PKs. Tadevin had a brace in stoppage time in the first half and 5 minutes into the second half. Johnson and Mbong scored for Crown Legacy. Mendoza from distance, headed high and over the bar by the captain, Andrew Johnson, but they'll say it took a deflection off of Carolina, and so it's another corner kick coming for Crown.
Corner kick, Crown Legacy FC.
Swung in. Koulibaly delivers. And then from distance, that whistles wide. Ambitious attempt, but out for a goal kick for Nick Holliday. Diaz, good combo play, but better recovery there from Johnson, the captain for Crown Legacy. Smith. For John with room. Berchimas. Mendoza moves it along for Koulibaly. Wide again, it's Smith. Trying to get it to Berchimas. Now Adrogo. Nobody home in white, headed away. And now Wyatt Holt has to reset. Calacanis will play it instead for Johnson. Adrogo. Well defended by Montenegro to break that up. And Holiday sends it away. Adrogo. Koulibaly. Mendoza. John lays it forward to Chegbu. Chegbu plays it across. Berchimas overran it and then slipped on the turf. Cleared away by Carolina. Tadevin, the leading scorer for Carolina, trying to chase after it. And that somehow stayed in. And Crown with possession now. Adrogo. Might have been a miss hit. Montenegro. Zagers trying to chase it down. And it's given away, but a foul is given. That gives us a chance to tell you about Go Forth Home Services. We're a proud signature partner of CCFC. Founded in the Carolina core in 1959, Go Forth Home Services is our region's trusted provider for your home services needs, including pest control, heating and cooling, plumbing, and smart technologies. Go Forth Home Services. Andrew Johnson, the captain, is down for Crown Legacy. Johnson, the Philadelphia native, 22 years old. He has played every minute of all 12 matches that he has appeared in. Playing all but one game. Good to see him back onto his feet. He will have to come off for a moment to the treatment rule. So it does not look like Andrew Johnson will be able to continue on. The captain comes out, and a substitution has been made. Micah Thomas will come on. For the injured Andrew Johnson, so that is something to monitor for Crown Legacy as we enter the 20th. We finish the 20th minute at Truist Point Stadium.
Substitution for Crown Legacy FC. Number 34, Andrew Johnson is in the match for number 24, Micah Thomas in the 20th minute.
Zagers, Tadevin. Tadevin sends it towards goal. Calacanon might have gotten a piece of it, and he did. First shot on goal for Carolina, and it's the dangerous Tadevin who scored a brace against Crown Legacy the last time these two teams met, and it's the first corner of the night for Carolina Core, who have really not threatened yet and haven't had much possession. That was their first real pressure. Well, this is Micah Thomas's second appearance this season with Crown Legacy as Tadevin delivers in. The ball got a piece but headed it over and out of play. Goal kick coming. Crown Legacy 6-0-1 at home this season, 2-1-3 on the road. Their only regulation loss came on the road back on May 9th at Chicago. A 3-2 defeat And that was a road trip. It was 4 games long that began here at Carolina. And this one tonight is the start of a 3-game trip. Another goal kick here for Calacanan upcoming. Berchimas. Orbaugh stepped in front. Montenegro, not enough mustard on that. And Ochegbu able to take away. Thomas. Berchimas. Turns back. Throw in here for Crown. Mendoza watched by Martinez. Montenegro over to help. And the foul given. Free kick coming. One more look. And Martinez for the foul. Aaron John will unleash this from double play depth at shortstop. John floats, headed away. Tadevin mishit it. Mendoza on it, left foot. And look out in the hot dog stand. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist is proud to be the official healthcare provider of Carolina Core FC. Thomas to throw in. Diaz. Easily taken away from him, Berchimas. Zagers brought him down, and Danielle Chesky says play on. Shocking no whistle came there. Montenegro. Zagers. Ramble. Diaz clips in. One hop cleared away. Martinez riding the back of Berchimas, whistled for the foul. Great crowd on hand tonight on a beautiful night in High Point. Tadovan looked like he grabbed some jersey there, but Crown Legacy able to work it free. Here's Berchimas driving in. Martinez got it off his foot. Now from the edge of the area, that just whistles high from Koulibaly. It was a fortuitous bounce for Koulibaly, and he sent a rocket over the bar. Holiday, who's already made one highlight reel save in the opening minutes of this half, was not going to be able to come up with that one. That was a rocket. Thomas, who subbed on for the injured Andrew Johnson, wins the ball back. Thomas plays in. Carolina have defended their final third well. But it is tough when the majority of the action has taken place there. Great ball over the top for Tadovan. Tadovan is wide. And unfortunately for him, took a deflection. Good defending there by Odrago. And a goal kick coming for Calacanis. Rambo. Well, the pressure has been relentless from Crown Legacy when they're out of possession. They've been able to win the ball back fairly easily in certain situations. We have a hydration break here in the 30th minute.
High temperature at tonight's match, for the safety of the players, the referee has indicated that a hydration break will commence. Today's hydration break is presented by Duderman Locker, protecting you when it matters most. The break will last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
All right, so after the hydration break, we're back ready to resume play. Throw in here for Carolina Court. And the whistle blows from Chesky as a foul on Carolina Court. Zager steps in front, trying to start something in transition for Carolina. Great effort by Rambo. Finds Pineda. He's scored in back-to-back games. Pineda centers. And that fizzled out. And the foul by Diaz. Berchimas watching Diaz. Cleared away by Holt. Headed down by Zagers. Montenegro tried to move it along. Holt has some trouble. Tanovic trying to wreak some havoc, but it's down to Calacanis. Possibility starts at Skyla Credit Union. See what your money can do at SkylaCU.com. Berchimas closing in on Holiday. Was able to nab it. Pineda with space. Pineda wide. Pineda over goal. And near the scoreboard. Goal kick coming. Montenegro with John hounding him. Orbaugh. Martinez. Diaz. Lays it along for Pineda. Pineda keeps possession, battling through Zagers. That's taken away. Koulibaly moves it along. And now Crown Legacy in transition. Mendoza. Zagers, good recovery. But an excellent ball for Uchegbu. Uchegbu. Those seats behind goal are getting peppered in this first half. Possession 65-35 in favor of Crown. Shots 7-2 in favor of Crown, but shots on target, one apiece. Uchegbu trying to change that. Uchegbu driving in. Evers shields him off very well. It is a corner. John with the outswinger. Thomas was in the area. Odraogo is the one who tried to make a play on it. Thomas curls in, punched away by Holiday. Well played, but John Might have gone off the arm, but play rolls on. Koulibaly curls, flicked up. Holt battling, flag up, offside.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A yellow card has been issued by the referee to Crown Legacy FC number 63, Wyatt Holt, in the 38th minute of the match.
So you hear the announcement, Wyatt Holt picks up a yellow. First booking of the match for either side. As time winds down here in the first half. Legacy started this season with 5 consecutive wins, 3 of those clean sheets. They were unbeaten through the first 2 months of the season in regulation. And again, the only blemish, a road loss, 3-2 at Chicago Fire back on May 9th. They responded to that with a 5-1 drubbing at Inter Miami. Following week, lost in PKs to close out, made a New England, and then, as we mentioned earlier, a clean sheet win over Philadelphia last time out. First clean sheet since April 18th by the same score against Chattanooga. 5 total on the season. You look at what Dynamo Dos have been able to do, Austin FC, both those two clubs have conceded fewer than 10 goals this season. Two best marks in the league. But when you're averaging 2.3 goals, when you're averaging, when you scored 37 goals, got it out eventually, in your 12 matches, 13 I should say, almost 3 a match, that'll play. Moyevo gets around the keeper, and he missed the target. Michael Iovi, best chance of the half. Got the positioning on Evers, Holiday in no man's land, and from the tough angle, Iovi, hands to his head immediately, couldn't finish. Mendoza, wide for Uchegbu. Uchegbu keeps it alive for the moment, but then he commits the foul on Andrew Cech. How about the turnaround? You look at the Eastern Conference for Columbus Crew 2. Bottom of the table last year. They're in second place, 4 back of Crown Legacy in the Eastern Conference. Coach Higuain, another second-year turnaround. And the defending champs right behind them in third place. Montenegro taking it wide. Tadevin! Well, does he love playing Crown Legacy or what? A brace in the first matchup, and he breaks the ice with his team leading 5th of the season. Oh, no chance for Calacanin. About, say, 22 yards out. A confident strike. And in the dying moments of the first half, it's 1-0 Carolina.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Powered by Geekbox IT, Carolina Core, goal scored by number 26, Arnaud Tadevin, in the 42nd minute of the match.
Just the 4th time this season that Crown Legacy have conceded the first goal. But in those 3 matches previous to this one, they've been able to come back and earn points, a victory and 2 draws. But as we close in on halftime, it'll be just, if they don't score before the half, just the 2nd time they've gone into the half trailing. In that match, they ended up falling. That was at Chicago Fire. So unfamiliar territory as you see 6 minutes of added time in the first half. Montenegro too heavy on the touch. Holt steps up. Arnaud Tadevin with the goal. On the assist by Montenegro in the 43rd minute. Mentioned the shot attempt discrepancy earlier. 10-3 in favor of Crown Legacy, but 2 on target for Carolina, obviously the Tadevin goal. And they're looking for more! Rambo nearly made it 2-0. Excellent ball in by Tadevin. And Rambo, a difficult play for him to make. Just sent it high over the bar.
This instant replay is brought to you by the North Carolina Education Lottery. Did you know the North Carolina Education Lottery now has Millionaire for Life?
But, again, just to finish that thought, just one of the 10 shot attempts for Crown Legacy have ended up on target. John. Goal kick on the way for Holiday. The Charlotte FC Loney. Ochegbu, watched by Czech. Ochegbu! And he had another shot attempt that doesn't find the target. Long ball, Berchimas trying to get there. Martinez does first. Odrogo. Mendoza plays wide. Low ball blocked. Montenegro, who has the assist on the goal by Tadevin in the 43rd minute. Waiting the whistle from Daniel Chesky. And there is the whistle for halftime. Carolina Core with the advantage. Arno Tadevin in the 43rd minute. The Wanderers strike as Crown Legacy trailing at the half for just the second time this season. A 1-0 score in favor of Carolina. Coming up in our halftime show, we'll be taking a closer look at a pair of players. Our MLS Next Pro connections to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, plus highlights and our upcoming schedule. That's all coming up after this timeout.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the city of angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Favor of Carolina Core, 1-0 at the half. The stories of next pro players making their MLS debut, those are always fun. Let's follow midfielder Owen Preston as he recently made his way into his MLS debut in New Jersey.
Past few years, you've definitely seen a growth in the willingness from the whole club just to give opportunity to young players, which is huge for myself as a homegrown, but also just the younger guys. When you get out there on the field, it's definitely like, wow, first 5 minutes you're like taken back a little bit. But then, as the game went on and as I felt the ball at my foot, as I started communicating and hearing the other players, it's like home.
Taken here by Prestus. To head it away. Does well.
It's just so fun to play and be out there, and the feeling of a through ball going where you want it to, or the feeling of winning an aerial duel, or the feeling of making a tackle. It's the game I've been playing my whole life. I've been working super hard. I think I just felt a lot of trust. When LeBron said congrats on the debut, in the moment it was like, wow. He coached me in my first few professional games with Crew 2. That was surreal, and whenever my next appearance is, just building off of it, and how can I make that positive for a result or positive for the team? It was pretty cool.
I just love to score goals. I just love to make the fans happy. I just love to see other people smile.
Sumo Jr. slaloming through, and that's just staggering from Carolina Core. Sumo Jr. trying to head it along. Sumo Jr. tucks it in, and it's headed down and past Juan Rojas. Anthony Sumo Jr., the breakthrough.
Growing up in Liberia, I grew up just watching people play at a high level. Like my dad played for the Liberian national team. All his brothers, they all play for the Liberian national team. All my uncles, everybody that I grew up around, George Weah, they all play at a very, very high level, and my eyes was open to it at such a young age. And just talking about it makes me passionate because football was the only thing they had, and it helped change their life, and it helped change my life. So they all just helped push me.
Growing up around the game gave Anthony an early love for it. But there was one person he always aspired to be like.
When you're very young, you just play for fun. You just have fun. Every time you see a ball, it's like it releases all your troubles, all your problems, and you're just playing and just enjoying yourself and having fun. So I never really pay attention to being a professional soccer player, but I knew I always wanted to be like my dad. And I always wanted to be like him personality-wise, and how he raised me, how he grew up, the amount of integrity he had, and how he respected other people. And those are the things that I wanted to be like first before I even thought about being anything else.
When Anthony moved to the United States with his mom and sisters, life changed quickly.
Migrating from Liberia to the United States, me and my mom and two little sisters, it was very interesting at first because we never really thought about moving to a different country and changing our life, leaving our families behind and just leaving a lot of things. So just migrating over here and coming to the US, we faced a lot of adversity, and my mom, she had to go through the mud to work every day, 2 or 3 jobs just for us to have the opportunity that we have today. I give thanks and glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without him, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in today, because I think he gave me the strength and the courage to keep driving, to keep striving every day, because life is not as easy as you think it is.
No matter where he was, the game always felt the same to Anthony. It was the place where he felt most like himself.
My dad always tells me that. He always tells me you was born to be a professional football player, or you was born to be a football player. No matter where you play at, football is still the same. Whether you play in mud, you play on sand, it's still the same. It never changed. So for me, whenever I step into any environment, whenever I step into anywhere, I just pray to God for him to shine his light through me so I can be able to do what I love.
Put it on to get it through, and a quick counter for Sumo. Gets a shot and scores! Sumo strikes back for Carolina!
Carolina Core gave Anthony an opportunity. That trust is something he carries with him every time he plays.
Carolina has changed my life, and they were the first club to give me the opportunity to achieve my dreams, and I'm just grateful and thankful. That's why every time I step onto the field, I want to give everything that I can for this club and for the fans and everybody else.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the City of Angels to the Heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields. Let's go. And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal. Another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
At this summer's FIFA World Cup, 105 players at the tournament have spent time with an MLS club, with 44 of those players having been developed through the MLS player pathway. Of these 44 players, 19 spent time in MLS Next Pro. Fans can get a closer look at this historic group by heading to MLSNextPro.com. Welcome back to High Point, North Carolina. 1-0 is our score. Carolina Core trying to pull off the upset over the top team in the Eastern Conference. They've got a 1-0 lead at the half.
He's eyeing the approach. He's going for it. Oh, just a little short.
Let's take a look at some scores around MLS Next Pro from last week. Packed slate on Sunday. See that Carolina Core result in their last match against Orlando City. A couple of clean sheet wins for San Jose and Austin. Again, Crew 2, an impressive season so far under Higuain. Minnesota with a high-scoring win over SKC2 on Monday. And then Whitecaps and North Texas played to a 1-1 draw heading to PKs. So it's been a high-scoring day so far around MLS Next Pro. Real Monarchs a 4-1 win over T2. Atlanta United in Chattanooga, it was just 4-3 a moment ago. That now tied 4-4. Huntsville up 1-0 at the half over OCB, and then one game to go tonight. Ventura County hosting Rapids 2. Tomorrow, 3 games at 3 o'clock. New England and New York Red Bulls 2. NYCFC and Philadelphia Union and Minnesota and Austin.
Making a positive impact in our community. Please join me in welcoming.
So here's how we got through the first 45 minutes. A half that was mostly dominated by Crown Legacy. This is an early opportunity off a free kick. A great save, the only shot on target in the first half out of 11 for Crown Legacy. Nick Holliday swatted it away with his left hand. Sagers later on for Carolina Core. Tadevin, he sent that one wide, forced Calacanon to make a save. This was the best opportunity for Crown Legacy. Iobi missed the target after Holiday was out of position. And then here was the goal in the 43rd minute. Arno Tadevin made it 1-0, and then in stoppage time of the first half, Rainbow had a chance to make it 2-0, but he sent it high over the bar. We'll have second half kick from Truist Point in High Point after this. 1-0 at the half to Carolina Core.
Oh, simple enough. Thank you for joining us today and for everything your organization does for our community. Fans, be
Boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back to the Tar Heel State. This interstate showdown between Carolina Core and Crown Legacy. Carolina hosting Crown for the second time this season. They played to a 2-2 draw in PKs earlier this season, and it's a 1-0 lead for CCFC at the half. Tadevin the goal in the 43rd minute. Crown have only trailed one other time this season at the half. Fell in that match to Chicago Fire. Can they pull off the comeback tonight? Or will Carolina Core hang on for the victory? Josh Appel with you. Thanks so much for spending part of your Saturday night.
To the video board for today's first half match stats presented by Level Solutions.
We are underway in half number 2. 11 total shot attempts, 61% possession, 14 touches in the opposition box, just 1 shot on target for Crown in the first half. Subs at the half. Zagers comes off for Carolina. Ryan Baer enters for him. Curled in by Smith. Into the air. Not out of harm's way just yet. John goes down, edge of the area. Yellow being shown, and this free kick will come just from outside the 18-yard box. One more look at it. John trying to get around Czech, he did, and then Czech rode him down. Interesting spot here for a free kick. Czech picks up the yellow. Taking a long time here. Now Crown gets the go-ahead. And it's right at Holiday. They went for goal to no avail. There's a Chegbu with the attempt. Chesky tells Smith to back up a little more. Bear got in front of that. John with the switch. Ayovi in the area of that ball in. One coming for Crown Legacy.
Substitution for Carolina Core FC presented by Blue Rock.
Chegbu blocked. Back on it. Plays it across. Blocked again and cleared. Montenegro. He has the assist. Rambo to his left. Pineda, edge of the area, Montenegro. And too much passing, one too many. But from distance, blocked on the way in. Montenegro again, Rambo, Baer, check. Carolina threatening again. The cross back post. Is that over the line? It is. And it's Tadevin again. What did I say earlier? He loves playing Crown Legacy. Another brace for Arnaud Tadevin. Well, this is an excellent ball across. Off the post. Clearly across the line. And a 2-0 lead to Carolina. I mean, eerily similar to the brace that Tadevin had in the earlier meeting this season. He scored in the 5th minute of stoppage time and the 50th minute of the second half. So 45 plus 5 and 50 for his brace against Crown Legacy back on the 25th of April. And now tonight, he scored in the 43rd minute of the first half, and now the 51st here in the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Powered by Geekbox IT, Carolina 4 FC.
And now Carolina can really get a clamp down on this match. No, Tadevin with a brace. This is an inspired performance tonight at home for Carolina Court in their 3rd match under interim head coach Jake Davis. Dangerous challenge. Rambolt went down. A yellow will be shown. Odrogo will get the yellow.
Fans, the Fox has scored 2 goals today, and that means you win. Enjoy a free Cola Cup at Circle K. Be sure to grab your coupon on your way out.
David Diaz the assist on the Tadevin second goal. That's just the second goal conceded by Crown Legacy in the opening 15 minutes of the second half this year. Of course, the other also by Tadevin. Only conceded 6 goals coming into this match in the second half. They've scored 17 plus 11 goal differential in the second half this season. We know they can score quick. They are missing their 2 top scorers tonight. So plenty of talent out there to get it done. Now if Carolina Core has something to say about it. Free kick here.
Crown Legacy FC has made a substitution. Number 58, Daniel Longo, and number 79, Sebastian Ventura are entering the match. And number 74, Michael Aoki, and number 45, J.D. Smith are exiting the match.
So you heard the announcement, 2 substitutions for Crown Legacy. Longo and Ventura coming on. Longo for Smith, Ventura for Iovi.
This is for you, boss.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You guys good? You guys need anything? Good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, good. That's my guy right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A yellow card has been issued by the referee to CCSC number 58, David Diaz, in the 56th
Diaz picks up a yellow. So an assist and a yellow in the first 12 minutes of the second half for Diaz. Just out of the reach of Mendoza. That's a foul on Koulibaly. As a proud sponsor of Carolina Core, Duderman Law Group knows the value of teamwork. And with the Duderman team behind you, you'll have the power to win the injury compensation you deserve. Duderman Law Group, a passion for justice, the experience to win. Long ball down the right side. Micah Thomas, nice job dealing with that. Now Bear, out of the reach of Martinez, he has to retreat. Another substitution. Seth Hammond comes on for David Diaz for Carolina.
Substitution for Carolina Core SC, presented by Plura, Pizza, and Tap. Entering the match is number 19, Seth Hammond.
Check move.
Leading the match is number
Oh, that's a
88,
bad
James
break off the back heel. Ventura. And now it's Hammond just into the match for Pineda. Goals in back-to-back matches for him. Tadevin with a brace. 4 of his 6 goals this season that leads the team. 4 of the 6 have come against Crown Legacy. Hammond, a good effort to keep it in. Hammond's cross blocked. And unfortunate bounce for Carolina. It's a throw-in instead of a corner. Montenegro Now Hammond. Try to squeeze it in. Taken away by Crown Legacy. Here they come in transition. Slowed down. Sent towards Holiday, and he slides down to catch that. Berchimas. Driving in, Berchimas. Kicked away by Holiday. Uchegbu back to his right. Uchegbu rises high. One more look. Uchegbu's had a few of these tonight. Looks like Carolina readying another substitution. Rambolt will come out in favor of Corey Lundeen.
Substitution for Carolina Core FC, presented by Blue Rock Pizza and Taco. Entering the match is number 8, Corey Lundeen. Exiting the match is number 1, Thomas Rambolt, in the 63rd minute.
Uchegbu somehow keeps that in. And now the whistle blows. A free kick for Crown Legacy, Aaron John to take it. Flick back towards goal. Longo, the header! On top of goal. High Point University is the premier life skills university, attracting students from all 50 states and 50 countries. Discover why families are flocking to HPU at www.highpoint.edu. Another foul and another free kick coming. One more look at it. Berchimas, yeah, that was a dangerous tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A yellow card has been issued by the referee to CCFC number 88, Ryan Bayer.
Bayer picks up a yellow.
66th minute of the match.
So another free kick opportunity. Berchimas back to his feet. Delivered. Again, defended well by Carolina. Ball still sitting there. A draw, go! Holiday with the save. Dean went down. That was after he let go of it. Surprised Koulibaly. No, Koulibaly will get carded for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A yellow card has been issued by the referee to Crown Legacy FC, number 20, Bay Koulibaly, in the 69th minute of the game.
Hammond working on Longo. Hammond delivers in, headed away by Holt. Heavy touch, though, on the follow and cleared by Crown. Twenty minutes to go. Tadevin, another brace against Crown Legacy. Goals in the 43rd and 51st minute. Koulibaly. Ventura wanted a foul, didn't get it. And here comes Carolina in possession the other way. Baer. Pineda. Hammond on the overlap. Cuts it back, and the header is sent wide. Baer goes down. Mendoza picks up a yellow. Might have been frustration for him after he didn't get a favorable whistle a moment ago.
Number 89, Adrian Mendoza, in the 72nd.
Pineda, heavy touch, cleared away. CIBC is the official wealth management partner of Carolina Core FC. Long ball. Flag up here for offside. Echegbu started his run early. Great touch, Tadevin going for a hat trick. Tadevin denied. The ball trickles towards the goal line and it's cleared away by Holt. Holt got beat. Great recovery by Odrago. Affecting that shot from Tadevin. Denying him the hat trick. $16 shot attempts tonight for Crown Legacy. Just 3 have been on target. 26 touches in the opposition box to 11 for Carolina Core. But it's Tadevin's brace that has CCFC on top. And another card coming. And it's a red. Baer has some extra words. A second yellow. One more look. Koulibaly picks up a second yellow. Oh, I mean, that is an easy decision. And he is out of the match. And a nightmare of a match continues for Crown Legacy. They'll play the final 15 or so minutes, down a man, in danger of dropping just the second match of the season in regulation. Again, Koulibaly, his second yellow. It is a red. He's sent off. And Crown Legacy down a player for the rest of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A yellow card has been issued by the referee to Crown Legacy FC number 20, Bay Koulibaly. This is his second yellow card, issuing him a red.
Danielle Chesky with the correct decision, much to the disagreement of Crown Legacy. And I don't think many people saw this in the cards tonight, although these two teams did play into PKs in their first meeting here this season. It looks like Carolina Core, who have just one win on the season, they're second from bottom of the Eastern Conference, barring a miracle, are on its way to taking 5 of a possible 6 points against the top team in the Eastern Conference and the highest scoring team in the league. Crown have yet to be shut out this season, and they are in danger of that happening tonight. Orlando City, by the way, have just taken a 2-1 lead over Huntsville, 2-1. That's the other game happening right now as Carolina is on the move again. Lundin wide for Tadevin. Tadevin strikes! Off the side of goal. He's come close twice now to netting a hat trick. He is really feeling it. Tried to go short side on Calacanon. Uchegbu. Crown try and pull off a miracle. Longo curls. Good positioning by Orbaugh, heads it away. Might have known that Crown Legacy were in for one when their captain Andrew Johnson went down inside of the first half hour tonight. Berchimas trying to create. There's quite a bit of production missing from the lineup tonight for Crown Legacy, but even they probably think they have enough. Tonight, that hasn't been the case. It's kind of feel good for that man with the ball right now. Holiday, the Charlotte FC loanee, who is closing in less than 10 minutes plus stoppage time on a clean sheet. Great play to break that up, but it's whistled high by Mendoza.
Attention fans, today's attendance is 3,602. Thank you.
The attendance tonight, more than 3K. Lundin. Uchegbu. Cuts to the middle. John puts it wide, Berchimas. Berchimas speeds in. Flick towards goal, but they'll say that went over the end line. It's a goal kick coming for Holiday.
Substitution for Carolina Core FC, presented by Blue Rock Pizza and Tack. Entering the match is number 18, Dominique Colon, and number 11, Anthony Sumo Jr. Exiting the match is number 27, Andrew Check, and number 15, Antonio Pineda, in the 83rd minute of the match.
So Dominique Colon enters for Czech. And Anthony Sumo Jr. on for Pineda. His scoring streak comes to an end at 2 in a row. With the brace, 43rd minute, 51st for Tadevin, the scoring tonight. Calacanis and Tesset had to make a save there. Right off the bench, Dominique Colon with the threatening shot. Facilitated by Tadevin. This has been one of the strongest, if not the strongest, performances of the season for Carolina. And the more than 3,000 letting them know before this corner kick. Tadevin plays in. Sent low. Calacanis to save, but another corner coming this time from the opposite side.
Fans, stay on your feet. We have another Carolina Core FC corner kick presented by the Lily Field Commercial Real Estate.
Mixer, Sumo the closest, couldn't get to it.
Attention fans, we have a Crown Legacy substitution. Entering the match is number 41, Brian Romero, and number 91, Magic Smalls. Exiting the match, number 27, Nympasha Berchimas, and number 89, Adrian Mendoza.
Crown Legacy makes 2 substitutions. Romero on for Berchimas.
Don't forget to stick around after the match for player
Magic Smalls on for Mendoza.
Right on the pitch, presented by The Blood Group.
Hammond. Bear curls over everything and out for a goal kick. Final 4 minutes before stoppage time. Crown Legacy down a man by Koulibaly. 2 yellows. He was sent off. And Crown are in danger of just its second defeat of the season and the first time being shut out. Lundin wide for Tadevin, a little bit too far out of his reach. Romero battling. Romero back to his left. John trying to create the header. Never made it towards goal. Final minute before stoppage time. Holiday puts it back in play. Now, the good news and the silver lining, I suppose, for Crown Legacy is they've got Huntsville on the road next week. They put up 7 against Huntsville back in March. And the last time Crown Legacy were defeated back on May 9th. They followed that up with a 5-1 win against Inter Miami. Both those matches on the road. Both of these matches on the road. Crown have responded well when they've been defeated this season. As you see, 6 minutes of added time. You might have heard the announcement as well. 6 minutes of added, a yellow card was issued to the Crown Legacy bench. Holt. Montenegro whistled for the foul. So again, this 3-game road trip will continue to finish off June at Huntsville, at Atlanta over the next 2 weeks for Crown Legacy. Carolina, they'll go on the road, take on NYCFC before returning home on the 20th to take on Inter Miami. In a 5-match month of June for Carolina. This will be their first win since May 16th. Their only other win this season, it came against Chicago, 2-1. Be the second clean sheet of the season should Carolina hang on. And again, the first time the Crown, the highest scoring team in the league, will be shut out. Montenegro for Hammond. And it'll be a corner here.
Fans, get on your feet. We have a Carolina 4 FC corner kick presented by the Lily Field Commercial Winners.
Tadevin, he scored both goals. Sumo. And another corner here coming for Carolina. This was the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference versus the second team from the bottom of the Eastern Conference. Carolina have been very strong tonight and are well deserving of the result that's coming their way. And again, after earning 2 points by winning in PKs the last time they met back on April 25th, it would be 5 out of a possible 6 points against the top team in the East for Carolina. Sumo, and a foul is called. Hammond on the move. Lays it ahead for Sumo. Sumo plays it across. It was behind Tadevin. They were trying to get him that hat-trick goal. Sumo make that. Tadevin keeps it in. It's blocked. Montenegro. Foul given here. Waiting the final whistle from Danielle Chesky, but it does seem as though Carolina will have one more free kick. Hot back post, cleared away. Salone puts it wide for Lundin. Lundin around Romero. Lundin cuts it back. And there is the final whistle. For only the second time this season, Carolina Core are victorious. They take down the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. They shut out Crown Legacy. First time Crown have been held off the score sheet this season, and that man right there, Arnaud Sadovin, a brace in both games against Crown. He's responsible for all the scoring tonight, and he is our man of the match, presented by Adidas. Here was the first one, an excellent strike from about 22, 23 yards out in the 43rd minute. 42nd minute rather, and then in the 51st minute, it was Tadevin again, this time on the header, off the post, trickled in, just over the line, and Carolina Core wins this Tar Heel State battle by a final of 2-0. Tadevin's got 6 goals this season, 4 have been against Crown Legacy. Final note for us here from High Point, North Carolina. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Josh Appel. Once again, our final score, Carolina Core 2, Crown Legacy 0. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good night, and we'll talk to you next time.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.